Hi guys, Captain Glenwell here and welcome to another video. Now another Spooktober video, totally surrounded by the Halloween vibe. Because we're talking about, well, people dressing up as ghosts. Because there was one phenomenon that was pretty big in the 1800s. And especially in Australia, where people dressed up. Now, these were called the ghost hoaxers, and much like probably Spring Heel Jack and other famous ghosts or demons or apparitions, these ghost hoaxers were people dressing up as wizards or ghosts or phantoms and scaring people. Now, ghost hoaxing was very common in the Victorian goldfields from the late 1860s till around the beginning of the 1900s. And probably much like the story of Spring Heel Jack, these ghost hoaxers were not just one person. Different accounts happened with different people at different times, different places, but pretty much, well, very big at one place in Australia. In special because, well, the law force wasn't that well organized, which created a lawless atmosphere. So a lot of people took the opportunity of this lawlessness to act out and scare people, just for fun. Although a lot of times the scaring just went too far, like people getting robbed, shot at, citizens who took law into their own hands, people unleashing their dogs, mobs of vigilantes chasing down these apparitions and just beating them up. But some of these ghost hoaxers were actually, well, pretty well thought of. Or just plain weird. There was one guy who called the Wizard Bombardier in Ballarat, who dressed like a wizard with a sugarloaf hat. He jumped in front of people, started yelling, and then throwing stones at them or anything he could find, and then just ran off. And then there was one guy, Herbert Patrick McLennan, who referred to himself as the Ghost and wore a white bodysuit, knee-high rubber boots, a long white frock coat, a white slouch hat with a feather and a mask. Now this guy in particular had it for women. He jumped in front of them, mostly with a cat-o'-nine-tails whip, and assault women. After which there was a bounty put on him of £5, which was a lot of money in that time. Now, a lot of ghost hoaxers made their own disguise or outfits, like even wearing a coffin strapped to their backs, so as to give the appearance of having risen from the dead. There was even a women hoaxer that incorporated music by playing a guitar while she skulked around near a hotel. Newest technology in paint also helped these ghost hoaxers, because in this time a new piece of theater technology emerged that had the unfortunate side effect of causing cancer and sometimes death, which was phosphorescent paint. So these ghost hoaxers actually could make themselves glow in the dark. Now just imagine in these dark times seeing a glowing person for the first time ever, not knowing it could ever exist. That must have been frightening. And a lot of these hoaxers used very different, already existing superstitions, ghost stories, from very different cultures that were all moving to, well, Australia. Now, why did these ghost hoaxers do it, actually? Well, at first you have the particular robber who just dressed up as a ghost to scare people out of their money. But on the other hand, you also had the people that just played a ghost because, well, they were anonymous. They could do whatever they want, especially in a very strict Victorian time. You could do things that weren't considered polite or normal, like running around at night totally naked in fluorescent paint. Eventually, this whole phenomenon of ghost hoaxing just ended because, well, beginning of the 1900s, World War I was coming on, and there were a lot more important things in life than running around covered in white sheets. So that was it. What do you think? Do you have a story about a famous ghost hoaxer? Or some story that someone told you maybe? Just let me know in the comments. Thank you all for watching / listening. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye.